What's up? Let's stretch, let's lengthen, increase our flexibility, mobility. Hey, what's up? I'm Preston. Ignore the two huge cats. Let's do 15 minutes of stretching. We'll get right into it. All you'll need is a mat. High Cobra, first up. From all fours, we walk our hands to the front of the mat. Drop our pelvis. Exhale, squeeze your butt, look up, shoulders out of the ears. High Cobra, stretching out those abs. Every time you exhale, squeeze your butt. Maybe lower yourself to the mat. Let me scooch back a little bit. Lower yourself to the mat, inhale. And exhale, press up. Squeeze that butt again. Letting all of the air out of the lungs. Lower yourself, inhale, and then one more press up. Nice work. Shoulders stretch up now. Let's come to seated, cross-legged. Right arm across the left side of the body. Hook it in with your left forearm anywhere but the joints. And pull that your right arm towards your body. Drop the right shoulder. We'll switch arms here. So left arm comes across the right side of the body. Hook it in with your right forearm anywhere but your joints. Drop that left shoulder out of the ear. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here before moving on to the next stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Next stretch, bottom of the foot stretch. Let's come to kind of kneeling. Curl your toes under. Then slowly shift your weight back towards your heels. Sitting on your heels. Most of your weight on those heels. Stretching out the bottoms of your feet. We don't really stretch these very much, so this is great. If you feel this is too intense, just come up off of it for a second. And then when you're ready, curl those toes back under again. And sit back and enjoy this stretch. On your next exhale, we'll transition to the next pose, which will be a child's pose. So come to all fours, make your knees wider than your hips, and then sit back towards your heels. As you reach your arms forward, you're pressing your weight back towards your heels. Maybe widen your knees even more. Get that torso in between your thighs. Maybe walk your hands over to one side of the mat. Keep on breathing nice deep breaths here. And then walk your hand over to the other side of the mat. Side body stretch with a child's pose. So great to stretch. I stretch every day for about 10 minutes in the morning when I wake up. Do a little meditation, a little bit of stretching. What a great way to start the day. Alright, up next is a Cossack hinge. So we'll come to, I'll show you from the side view here. We'll come to like a Frogger stretch to start. Then we kind of pop up to our heels, extend one leg out long. Hinge forward at the hips. So you're stretching out your hip, your right leg, then let's come back to center. Extend the other leg out long as you hinge forward at your hips. Option here to kind of sit into your right heel, right foot slightly or completely on the ground as you hinge forward. 2 and 1. Nice work. Come back out of that. Upper back stretch. We'll do this by really coming to all fours, reaching the right arm up to the sky, then you thread the right arm underneath the left. As you rest your head and your right shoulder on the mat, you walk your left hand forward. Stretching out that upper back, your shoulder again. And then on the next exhale, walk yourself back to center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left arm up to the sky. Left arm threads underneath the right armpit. You walk your right hand forward. All of the weight into that left shoulder. Stretching out your upper back and your left shoulder. Nice work. Chest stretch up now. We could do this by kind of sitting up, retracting your shoulder blades, hands behind your hips, looking up, just kind of stretching out those pecs by really squeezing your shoulder blades together. You could also extend your legs out long if you want, stretching out everything. Otherwise, you can have your feet on the mat, knees bent, and just lifting your chest up to the sky while you squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. Nice stretch in the pecs. Nice work. Seated side body stretch, so we'll come around to cross-legged. We'll reach our arms up to the sky. Let one hand fall to the mat, then follow that with the forearm, then the elbow. As you bend over that direction, look up towards the opposite hand. Seated side body stretch. Keep that opposite hip on the mat. And then let's come out of that and do the other side. Reach up towards the sky, nice and long. Opposite hand, then opposite forearm, then elbow. Side body stretch, look up maybe. Keeping that opposite hip on the mat. Nice work. Quad stretch now. Similar to the bottom of the foot stretch where we come to kind of sitting on our heels. Once we're sitting on our heels, we could continue to walk our hands behind us. You can continue to walk your hands back. You should feel a nice stretch on the tops of your thighs. Those are your quads. You could even bend your elbows to keep on going. Maybe you get down to your elbows or your forearms. This is about it for me. Left quad definitely tighter than the right one for me today. If you need to come out of this, just come back up for a second and then lower yourself back down. Nice work. Neck rolls. Nice and easy. However you want to sit. Drop your chin to your chest. Start your neck roll in one direction, nice and slow. Nice and big rolls. We'll do 3 each direction. Super slow. No need to rush. I'm on number 2. Here comes my third one. And then when you get done with your third one, go ahead and reverse your direction. Still nice and slow. Try and get that full range of motion. 360 degrees or whatever. We'll just keep on doing this until the timer runs out. And it did run out. There we go. Figure 4 stretch. Lie on down, legs at tabletop, right ankle over left knee. Grab behind your left thigh. Pull your left thigh in towards your nose. You should feel a nice stretch on the right side. Your right glute, your piriformis perhaps, your right hamstring. And then let's switch legs back to tabletop, left ankle over right knee. Grab behind your right thigh with both of your hands, pull your right thigh towards your nose. Figure 4 stretch for the left side. And we'll just hang out here until we hear the timer. Nice work. A little hip flexor stretch. We could do this by the straddle position, same position. Just gently pull your legs apart, your lower back's in the mat. Just gently pulling your legs apart. And then maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you turn your head left and right. Maybe you take a second, and on your next exhale, you pull your legs apart even further. And then maybe you start up your rocking once again. Nice hip stretch, nice inner thigh stretch. My right hip is always tighter, so I always give it a little bit more attention. Nice work. Cat and cow, let's flip on over. From all fours. Let's start with the cat. Round your back on the exhale, push the mat away. Let's rock our weight back towards our heels, a little moving cat. And then back to all fours. Inhale, drop your stomach, look up for the cow. Arch your back. Shoulders down and back. Exhale, push the mat away. 10 fingers nice and wide. Round your back. Maybe shift your weight back towards your heels. And back to all fours. Drop that stomach, look up. Go at your own pace here. Nice work. Hamstring stretch. We'll do this by sitting up nice and tall. Raise your arms up to the sky and then forward fold at your hips, reaching for somewhere along your legs, your ankles, your feet. Keep your feet nice and flexed. Focus on bending at the hips. Maybe on the next exhale, you reach a little further. Keep those feet nice and flexed. Hamstring stretch feels great, back of the legs. Nice work. We end with the world's best stretch, and then we are done for the day. So world's best stretch, very similar to the upper back stretch. We come to all fours. We set into kind of like a runner's lunge. So step your left foot forward, right leg extends back, left arm comes up to the sky, and then we thread it underneath the right, staying in that runner's lunge. We'll do this once more. Nice work. Let's step back to plank, step our right foot outside of our right hand, and then we open up our right arm up to the sky, keeping that left leg nice and long. Thread it underneath the left Let's do one more. Nice work, everyone. That was 15 minutes of stretching. So good for your body. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like the video, please watch one of the hundreds of other videos we have on the channel. We are live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to see you again soon. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends.